Good morning from Flagler Field. It's still morning for at least a couple more minutes. Mike Licio here with you for today's doubleheader between the Flagler Saints and the Virginia Wise Cavaliers. Saints come in 18-8 on the season, their best start since 2020. Cavaliers dropped to 9-15 after losing the first two of this six-game road trip down south to Embry-Riddle yesterday. Starting lineup for the Cavaliers, Addison Gibson leads off in center field. Bree Frazier bats second and right. Kara Long, the shortstop, bats third. Sarah Bennett, the left fielder, cleans up. The catcher, Mallory McKnight, bats fifth. Emily McDonald bats seventh as a designated player. Emily McDonald bats sixth as a designated player. Matiah Osmus is the third baseman batting seventh. Savannah Johnson bats eighth at first. Hannah Bruce bats ninth at second. And Bailey Allison will be pitching for the Cavaliers. Jordan Sheets making her eighth start of the year in a circle. 6-3 with a 2.82 ERA. She struck out 27 in 44 2/3. Get to some more information on her in just a moment. Addison Gibson, 328, no home runs, 6 RBI. As Jordan Sheets starts her off with a strike. It's 72 degrees and clear blue skies, or mostly clear blue skies here in St. Augustine today. Outside, 1-1. Jordan Sheets currently fifth in the Peach Belt Conference in ERA and eighth in wins. As that one just misses at the letters, and it's 2-1. Gibson comes in swinging a hot bat, hitting .422 over her last 9 games. Is that one? Just a hair inside. Check that, Gibson hitting .409 in her last 8 games. That's grounded to short. Stewart up with a quick throw over to Smith in time. And there's one away.
Now back to right fielder number 9, Bree Frazier.
So Bree Frazier will come up now, 296, 1 home run, 16 RBI on the season. We'll get to the Saints defensive alignment in just a moment. As that is a strike to Frazier. Emily Ricci behind the plate, Hannah Smith at first, Cassidy Crump at second, Cindy Stewart the shortstop, Mackenzie Smith at third, Jordan Sheets in the circle. Outside, 1-1. Kylie Kinnear in left, Paige Maceda in center, Jordan Moss in right. The 1-1 pitch with 1 out. That one too far inside, 2-1. Catherine Grant, the coach of the Saints. 152 and 145. As that's off the corner, 3-1. Karen and Nick Bitter share coaching duties for Virginia Wise. As that is lined foul down the right field line. That's going to get out of play. And the count is full. The very dangerous Kara Long on deck. Paul Silverman and Kaylee Allen assist Catherine Grant. Today's trainer is Tara Shelley, St. Augustine High School class of 2000, as that's fouled off. The Bitters are assisted by Lamar Steele and Taylor Kelly. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no score here in the top of the first. Sheets in the circle. Floats that one over, and down looking goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier, and there's one away. Kara Long, 474, 1 home run, 22 RBI. Currently second in the South Atlantic Conference in batting average, 6th in RBIs, 3rd in doubles, 2nd in on-base percentage as she fouls that off.
Now batting shortstop and pitching, Kara Long.
I'm not done yet. She's also 3rd in doubles and 4th in times hit by pitch. That one floats in for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 to Long. Kara hitting .474 for the season and then hitting exactly that over her last 9 games, so remarkably consistent this year. That's a grounder to Stewart. Over to Smith. She scoops it, and the side is retired. Scoreless through a half. We'll be back for the bottom of the first in just a moment. Starting lineup for the Saints. Sid Stewart leads off at short. Emily Ricci bats second behind the plate. Hannah Smith bats third, playing first. Cassidy Crump cleans up at second. Kyla Kinnear bats fifth in left field. Mackenzie Smith, the third baseman, bats sixth. Riley Konowalchuk's the designated player, batting seventh. Jordan Moss bats eighth in right. Paige Maceda bats ninth in center. Jordan Sheets, as you know, is the pitcher for the Saints. On the other side, Bailey Allison takes the circle, making her 4th start of the year. 5-2 with a 1.83 ERA, 25 strikeouts in 42 innings. Allison 5th in the conference in ERA and 10th in innings pitched. Sydney Stewart, 378 on the season, 4 home runs, 25 RBI. Steps in, hitting .565 over her last 7 games. Saints are the 20th best team in batting average in the nation, so one of the best hitting teams in the nation, currently 8th in the nation in home runs. Allison starts Stewart off with a ball. That one down and in, and it's 2-0.
That scared me when I first saw it.
2-0 pitch coming. 3-0. Emily Ricci on deck. Cavaliers 1-5 in South Atlantic Conference play. That's in for a strike, 3-1. Cavaliers making a southeast road trip. They were at Embry-Riddle yesterday. They're here today. They'll be up at Beaufort tomorrow. Saints will follow them and go to Beaufort Saturday and Sunday. As that's chopped to short, deep in the hole. Strong throw from Long, not in time. It's an infield single for Sydney Stewart. Great effort by Long to make that a play at all. We'll get the defensive setup for the Cavs in just a moment, but Emily Ricci stepping up. 386, 1 home run, 16 RBI. Emily currently 9th in the conference in hits, 47th in the nation in hits. That one upstairs. Mallory McKnight behind the plate. Savannah Johnson at first. Hannah Bruce at second. The shortstop is Kara Long, and at third base, Mattia Osmus. As that's a fly ball to right field. Bree Frazier has it. She's the right fielder. Addison Gibson in center. And Sarah Barrett in right. So one away, and Hannah Smith comes up. 440 with 1 home run and 16 RBI. Hannah second in the Peach Belt Conference in hits, 5th in batting average, 7th in doubles, 9th in the country in hits. Hit her first collegiate home run on Saturday against Georgia Southwestern as that hits the warehouse next door. Little wake-up call for my friend Ben, whose office is on the other side of that fence. Stewart is the runner at first with 1 out. And that is a base hit to left field. Another day, another hit for Hannah Smith. Who comes in hitting over 400 in her last 6 games. Cassidy Crump. 321, 5 home runs, 27 RBIs, moved into 12th place all-time in school history with a home run this weekend as she took a strike there. Crump enters hitting 435 over her last 7 games. Was 5 for 8 in the series against Georgia Southwestern. Shows bunt, pulls back, pitches a strike. Stewart the runner at second, Smith the runner at first. Crump second in the conference in triples, 4th in RBIs, 9th in total bases, 3rd in sac flies. As Allison is ready. Crump gets a piece of that one and stays alive. With a win in one game of these 2 games today, Saints would have their fastest time to 20 wins. As that floats away, and it's a wild pitch. So we talked about Crump being 3rd in the conference in sacrifice fly. She's in a position where she might even be able to get one here. Would prefer a hit, but would take it. It's 1-2 to Crump. Stewart at 3rd, Smith at 2nd. That is chopped foul. Count stays 1-2. Cavaliers from Wise, Virginia, kind of in like southwestern Virginia, along the Tennessee line. That's chopped foul again. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. One-two pitch. Fly ball, left field. That's going to get down. And it deflects off the left fielder. 2 runs are going to score. Stewart in the second. The throw gets away, and she gets to 3rd. So I'm thinking that's going to be a 2-run single for Crump, and it's 2-0.
Now batting left fielder number 24, Kylie Kinnear.
My guess is she gets the second on the E7. And it's 2-0 as Kylie Kinnear comes up. 365, 4 home runs, 22 RBI. Pitches a ball. Crump is the runner at 3rd. That's a pop-up. Long comes and gets it. And there's 2 away. Crump, by the way, RBIs 28 and 29. Second on the team before that at bat. Now she's tied with Mackenzie Smith, who's hitting .341 with 8 home runs and 29 RBIs. Mac, second in the Peach Belt in home runs, 13th in the nation. Slices a screamer into the Cavs dugout for strike 1. Mac third in the Peach Belt in RBIs and 21st in the country in RBI with 29. 10th in the conference in hits as well. Outside 1 and 2. Check that 1 and 1. 1-1 pitch. That skips in. It gets away. Crump is going to come home and score. And it's 3-0 Saints after the wild pitch. Counts 2-1 to Smith. Saints lead the all-time series with Virginia Wise 2-0. First time they've met since that 2020 season. That's a fly ball to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And Mackenzie Smith now with a 9-game hitting streak during which she's hitting .400. Riley Konowalchuk, .294, 2 home runs, 12 RBI for the designated player, hitting .333 over her last 9 games. That one just misses at the knee for a ball. Mackenzie Smith, the runner at first. Foul back off the screen, 1-1. Smith the runner at first on 1-1. That is chopped into the outfield for a base hit. And Konowalchuk continues the inning. And Karen Bitter out to talk to her pitcher, Allison. Last week, between the rain delay, we were following Saints basketball, who did not make the tournament. I say the following in my position as radio show host and not as the broadcaster for Flagler softball. Felt like they should have gotten in. I won't go into more detail, but I felt like they should have gotten in. I felt like there was teams that that maybe they had a better resume then. But I will say my adopted school, the University of Alaska Anchorage, did get in, so go Seawolves. Here about 4,000 miles south, Jordan Moss steps in, 293, 5 home runs, 9 RBI. Swings and misses the riser there. Max Smith at second. Riley Konowalchuk at first. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. 3 runs in the inning for the Saints. 1-1. To Jordan Moss. Big cut there. as Allison runs that one by her, and it's 1-2. So check that, 2 wins to get to 20 today. I said 1, it's 2 wins to get to 20 as that skips in for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on here in the first. Saints are 18-8, trying to get to 20-8 today. That is a slow roller over the first in time. And the side is retired. Saints send 8 to the plate and score 3 of them. 1 inning complete. It's 3-0 Flagler on the Peach Belt Sports Network. Jordan Sheets continues in the circle for the Saints from River Ridge High School in Newport Richey, Florida. She'll face Sarah Barrett, Mallory McKnight, and Emily McDonald this inning. Barrett, 298, no home runs, 8 RBI. 10th in the conference in walks, though. She's 9th in the conference. She has a good batter's eye, and you saw it there. She takes that pitch. 3rd in the sack in triples. 6th in times hit by pitch. As she steps out. And they say that hit her. Quite the reaction there.
Now batting to catch number 16, Mallory McKnight.
And the Cavs have their first base runner of the game. As McKnight takes a strike there, Mallory hitting .222, 3 home runs. That leads the team, 10 RBI. Has the most at-bats, or most home runs for the team, in the 8th most at-bats. Cavs have hit 9 as a team. Saints have 35 home runs on the year. It's 1-1 with Barrett at first. Outside, 2-1. Sheets ready. 3-1 on deck, Emily McDonald. Already action over in the Cavalier bullpen, as that is high, and it's a 5-pitch walk, so back-to-back runners to start the 2nd inning for Jordan Sheets. As Mattia Osmus comes up, 293, no home runs, 6 RBI on the season. Emily Ricci runs out to settle her pitcher down. First of 2 games here today for the Saints and the Cavs. Both teams will head to Beaufort next. Virginia Wise after this game to play tomorrow. The Saints will be there Saturday. Don't know if I'm making the trip or not yet. Runners go, grounder to Smith, steps on third, gets the lead runner at second, and it's a double play, and there's 2 away. So McDonald reaches on the fielder's choice. Barrett's out at third, 5 unassisted. McKnight's out at second, 5-4. So now Matiah Osmus comes up. That was Emily McDonald, my bad. Normally I'd use the excuse that I'm useless before noon, but we're afternoon, as that's a strike. Saints turn their 6th double play of the season. Throw behind the runner, she's back. Nice throw in by Ricci. McDonald is the runner at first. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Cavs trail by 3. This is the 4th hitter of the inning. That one catches the inside corner. And it's 1-2. Cut on and missed. Side retired. 2nd strikeout for Sheets. 2 runners reach, but they're erased by the double play. Through an inning and a half, the Saints lead 3-0. Bailey Allison back to work for the Cavaliers. Saints go 9-1-2 this inning. Paige Maceda, Sydney Stewart, Emily Ricci. Paige Maceda, 266, 5 home runs, 13 RBI. Enters the game on a 5-game hitting streak. She's hitting .478 over her last 8 games as she grounds that one foul. Paige is all over the Saints record book. Excuse me. Saturday, she moved into a tie with Maddie Murphy for 4th place in extra base hits, and a tie with her sisters Natalie and Morgan, along with Lauren Bissett and Mackenzie Conley for 2nd all-time in doubles as she bunts that one foul, and it's 0-2. With a double, her next double, Paige Maceda would move into sole possession of 2nd place all-time and trail Maddie Murphy by 4 for the all-time record. This is also Paige's 192nd consecutive game. She's 8th all-time in games played in school history. The 0-2 pitch, fly ball into the gap in right field. Move over, Murphy twins. Paige Maceda is moving ahead of you, and now Paige Maceda is 2nd in school history with her 33rd career double. She becomes just the 3rd Saint ever to reach the 50 extra base hit mark. She moves into sole possession of 3rd there. So congratulations to Paige Maceda. She's now 3rd at extra base hits, 4th in extra base hits. She's the 4th player to do that. Stewart, grounder to short, deep in the hole, strong throw by Long. Maceda goes, Nice base running by Paige Maceda. So the runner moves despite the ground out. And there's one away and a runner on third. Great heads-up running by Maceda. Knew the shortstop had a long throw and took advantage of it. Emily Ricci from Allen Pope High School in Marietta, Georgia. Flew out to right her first time up. Shows bunt, drops it down. It's a good one. No play at the plate to throw the first in time, but the sac bunt scores Paige Maceda. We're talking about the record book. She has now moved into a tie with Lauren Eli for fourth in school history with 107 runs scored.
Now back to first baseman number 11, Hannah Smith.
5-3 on the sacrifice and an RBI for Emily Ricci, her 17th of the season, as Hannah Smith comes up. Hannah from Northgate High School in Noonan, Georgia. Fly ball. Left field. And Barrett tracks it down. Saints out a run. They're up by 4 with 2 innings complete here on the Peach Belt Sports Network. Mike Licio here with you on a picture-perfect March day in St. Augustine. We're getting all the way to 75 degrees today. Virginia Wise comes up with 8-9-1. Savannah Johnson, Hannah Bruce, and Addison Gibson do up this inning. Jordan Sheets continues in the circle for the Saints. Johnson 222, no home runs, 8 RBI for the first baseman today. The pitch down and in for a ball. Fouled back, 1-1. First of 2 games today. Only 2 for me today. I had a triple header last Friday. Went and did some high school baseball after this game here Friday. Do have a high school baseball, but not until tomorrow. So 7 games in 7 days. As that catches the corner for a strike. It never stops. 1-2 pitch, outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch, and that's ripped into the Saints bullpen foul. Two-two pitch. Thought that reaction said it all. The count is full. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Oh, wow. That is a 7-pitch walk for Johnson. Now batting third baseman number 11, Hannah Bruce. Hannah Bruce comes up. 179 on the season, no home runs, 4 RBI. That's checked foul. Johnson the runner at first. Virginia doesn't run a lot. They've only sold 20 bases. They only have attempted 24 stolen bases in 24 games. That is back to the circle, over the second for 1, and Stewart's going to get the lead runner. Johnson's out 1-6 on the putout. Bruce reaches on the fielder's choice.
Now batting second, number 4, Addison Gibson.
And there's one away for Addison Gibson from Gate City, Virginia. Went to Gate City High School. Takes a strike there. Addison grounded to short her first time up. Outside, throw behind the runner. She's back. 1-1 at the plate. On the corner for a strike. Bruce the runner at first on 1 and 2. Fouled off. Gibson spoils that one. That is grounded to the right field. That's the first hit of the day for the Cavs. So first and second, after Gibson gets the first Cavalier hit of the day. That is high at the letters to Bree Frazier. Bree transferred from Montana State. Attended Billings Lakeside High School in attended Lakeside High School in Texas. From after. Boy, I gotta write my notes better. But she went to Lakeside High School, then to Billings to Montana State. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 on here. First time, that's a ground to short. Stewart over to third to get the lead runner, and there's 2 away. So Frazier reaches on the fielder's choice. Bruce is out at third. 6-5.
Now batting fourth, number 15, Kara Long.
Kara Long from Lebanon High School in Lebanon, Virginia. Grounded to short her first time up. That one catches the front knee. One and one. Gibson, the runner at second. Frazier, the runner at first. Fly ball left field. Kinnear able to get to it. And the side is retired. Both left fielders have come in on balls that have kind of jumped on them, so the ball flying off the bat a little bit today, it would seem. We're through 2.5. The Saints come up in the bottom of the third, leading 4-0. Saints will send up Crump, Kinnear, and Smith this inning. Mackenzie Smith. Bailey Allison got off to a little bit of a bumpy start, but she's settled down since then. Crump had a 2-run single her first time up. From Coral Springs, Florida, went to Coral Springs Charter School. Came here by way of FIU and Indian River State. Takes that one on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Allison for strike one. The 0-1 pitch popped up. Johnson tries to locate it and loses in the sun. On a clear day like today, at this time of day, you're looking right into the sun on that one as that one lands foul. But I was saying at the end of the last inning, it feels like the ball might be jumping a little bit off the bat because both left fielders had fly balls hit to them where they came in. That's grounded to short. Long up with it. Strong throw in time. And there's one away. But both of them came in on balls and then had to jump back. According to the weather app, the wind is blowing southeast, so that would be in from center, but if you look at the flag, it's definitely not. Kyla Kinnear fouls that one off. Also transferred from Indian River State after playing at Jensen Beach High School. Hails from Stuart, Florida, and popped out to short her first time up. Outside, 1-1. With a sweep, the Saints would get to 20 wins on the season. Fly ball, left field. Barrett has it, and there's two away. Mackenzie Smith singles her first time up. The former Tarpon Springs sponger from Tarpon Springs steps in, having extended her hitting streak to 9 games during which she's hitting .400. Takes that one at the letters for a ball. Some inconsistency in the strike zone today. The 1-0 pitch jams her. Bruce up with it over to first, and the side is retired. Allison was retired 6 in a row. 3 innings complete.
At the end of 3 innings,
Saints lead 4-0 on the Peach Belt Sports Network.
Wise
Jordan Sheets has struck out 2 and walked 2, giving up no runs on 1 hit through 3 innings. She'll face Sarah Barrett, Mallory McKnight, and Emily McDonald this inning. Barrett was hit by a pitch her first time up, allegedly. From Maysville, Georgia, went to Gainesville High School. Gainesville, the home of former Gator Ben Troop. That one inside. And it's 1-0. That's fouled out of play. Barrett comes in hitting .238 over her last 8 games. That one outside, 2-1. Fouled off, and the count evens at 2-2. Barrett gets a piece of that one and stays alive. It's 2-2. That one just high. The count is full. On deck, Mallory McKnight. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Cut on and missed. Strikeout number 3 for Sheets, and there's one away.
now batting the catcher, number 16, Mallory McKnight.
Mallory McKnight walked her first time up from Loudoun County High School in Leesburg, Virginia. Good friend of mine works for Loudoun County. In fact, I replaced her at the day job when she moved to Loudoun County. Beautiful, beautiful place, she tells me. It's 1-0 to McKnight. 2-0. Catherine Grant out to talk to Jordan Sheets real quick. Very quiet day here in the Peach Belt Conference, we've got this game. The only other game, Valdosta State is at Columbus State for a doubleheader today. So the Blazers and Lady Cougars squaring off. Everybody else is in the conference is off today. That's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Currently the Saints 3.5 games back, 4th in the conference. North Georgia, of course, is undefeated, as that is a base hit to center field for Mallory McKnight. McKnight had been 0 for her last 7 before that one. And the Cavaliers have a runner aboard. Emily McDonald hit into a fielder's choice her first time up. She's from Roane County High School in Chattanooga. Whoa, 2-0. McKnight, the runner at first. Popped up, out of play. And it's 2-1. That's grounded to Crump. High hop, she fields it. Stewart on the first for 2. Hannah Smith could not squeeze it. So it's a fielder's choice. McKnight is out at second, 4-6, and there's 2 away. Matiah Osmus from Bell County High School in Speedwell, Tennessee. Struck out her first time up. Takes a swing at that one. Misses, and it's 0-1. Emily McDonald is the runner at first. Osmus struck out her first time up. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. That's grounded to Smith in fair territory. Backhands it over to Hannah Smith in time. And the side is retired. Cavaliers strand the runner. We're halfway home. Saints lead 4-0. Bailey Allison is settled in nicely for the Cavaliers. She continues in the circle. She'll face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Riley Konowalchuk, Jordan Moss, and Paige Maceda. Riley Konowalchuk from College Jean Sauvé in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Transferred from Daytona State. They have a nice facility down there at Daytona State. I've been there for some high school games. Fly ball, center field, track, wall. Canada! Riley Connor-Walchuk makes it 5-0. Her third home run of the season, her 13th RBI. So I'll bring up Jordan Moss. And that might be it for Bailey Allison. So Allison pitches 3+, 5 runs on 7 hits.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cavaliers.
I'll check and see how many of those were earned. No strikeouts, no walks, and the home run to Connor-Walchuk. Sophie Crease making her 5th appearance of the year, her 4th out of the bullpen. 0-0 with a 3.23 ERA. She struck out 2 in 4 1/3. Speaking of Canada, Sophie Crease from the neighboring province of Alberta. Lloydminster, Alberta, transferred from East Georgia State. Attended Holy Rosary High School in Lloydminster.
Now batting the right field, number 5, Jordan Moss.
And Jordan Moss will step in. Moss from Macon, Georgia, fly ball, left field, off the top of the wall, digging for 2, throw in the second, and she's got a stand-up double. That looked like one of my lob wedges, just kind of bladed it. Went about 220 feet. 6 feet off the ground, just kind of like my wedge. Paige Maceda, who moved to 2nd place in school history with a double her first time up, takes a ball there. The former Sun Lake Seahawk. Her sister Larkin plays at Palm Beach Atlantic. Her sister Jocelyn, president of the Mike Licio fan club, as that's grounded foul. Paige had 4 assists from the outfield in the Georgia Southwestern Series, as Moss is the runner at 2nd. That one floats outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch, fouled off, and it's 2-2. Paige scored on. Paige scored on the Emily Ricci sacrifice after taking 3rd with some adept base running to move into a tie for 4th in school history in runs scored at 107. 2-2 pitch. That one floats away to count as full. Back to the top of the order with Sid Stewart next. Moss the runner at 2nd. Paige hits that a ton, but foul. If you missed it, Paige became the 4th Saint ever to have 50 extra base hits in her career with that double. She also holds the school's single season record in doubles. That one off the corner. And with that walk, Paige moves into 12th in school history in that category. And it's 1st and 2nd for Sydney Stewart. I'll give you a stat that's as much a testament to the production that the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Connor Walchuk, Moss, and Maseda have given this year. Despite being a leadoff hitter where you don't traditionally drive in a lot of runs, Sydney Stewart is 7th in the conference in RBI because she comes up like she does here with runners on base. Stewart 1 for 2 as that skips in. Runners will move up on the wild pitch. So we'll see if the approach is different now that there's runners in scoring position for Stewart. That one at the letters doesn't get the call. That one's been tough to figure out today because sometimes that call is a strike, sometimes it's not. That's a bunt by Stewart. Runner will score over the first in time. So Stewart is out 1-4 on the sacrifice, but a run scores and it's 6-0. Moss scores and Maseda the third. For Emily Ricci, who's 0 for 2 with his RBI today. Ricci was a 2-time state champ at Allen Hope, the Greyhounds, with a renowned softball program as that's ripped foul. Paige Maseda at third base. That skips in and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Saints took 2 out of 3 against Georgia Southwestern. Georgia Southwestern, a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Fly ball, center field. Going back and getting it is Gibson. That's a sac fly that gets the run home, and it's 7-0. Career run number 108 for Paige Maseda. She moves in the sole possession of 5th place past Lauren Eli. Check that, that's run number 108, but the rest of that's true. Next up on the list, Dr. Garland Evans. As Hannah Smith comes up. Hannah Smith takes a ball. Hannah from the same high school as Broncos kicker Will Lutz. I say that with a tinge of irritation in my voice. Will Lutz was reportedly going to the Jaguars and changed his mind this week. It's 2-0. If you're a kicker, though, playing most of your games at altitude, probably a good benefit. That skips in, and it's 3-0. Cassidy Crump on deck. Although it looks like Kirsten James might hit for her as she's in the on-deck circle. That one is ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk. Second walk issued by Crease today. That's going to bring up Kirsten James.
Now pitching for the Saints, number 20, Kirsten James.
Kirsten, 190 on the season with an RBI.
Olivia Burns.
And Olivia Burns is going to run at first base. Burns from Pendleton, Indiana. Went to Pendleton Heights High School. Kirsten James from Woodstock, Georgia, went to Etowah High School, where she was the team MVP in softball and basketball. We all know that I'm a big fan of the multi-sport athletes. That is a ball as Hannah Richardson heads to the Wise bullpen. James last played against Savannah State. Olivia Burns, the runner at first. With 2 out. That's grounded foul. Saints trying to get to 19-8 for the first time in 11 years. As that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strike, 2 out. Olivia Burns is the runner at first. That skips in. Nice block there by McKnight, and the count is full. If the inning continues, Reese Snipes is in the on-deck circle for Kylie Kinnear. That's grounded foul. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Payoff pitch, fly ball, left field, to the track, to the wall, to the warehouse. Kirsten James, a 2-run shot, and it's 9-0. For Kirsten James, her first college home run. And the Saints lead 9-0. Burns scores. As Reese Snipes, the former Spruce Creek Hawk, transferred from Lake Sumter State, where she was all-conference last year. My nephew attends Spruce Creek, finished 5th in the weightlifting meet last night for the Hawks, his first podium. As that's popped up. Long calls for it, she has it, and the side is retired. Cavs will need 2 in this inning if they want to keep it going. We come back for the top of the 5th. Saints lead 9-0 on the Peach Belt Sports Network. Jordan Sheets back to work, trying to finish this one off. Savannah Johnson, Hannah Bruce, and Addison Gibson have different ideas. It's 0-1. That one outside, 1-1. Saints with 2 home runs today. They're 8th in the nation coming in. And technically 2 nations, because Simon Fraser, which is located in Canada, plays in Division II softball. Did she hold up? She did. The count is 2-1. That's ripped foul into the Saints bullpen. Karam's back in. And it's 2-2. Saints trying to win by mercy rule for the 3rd time in their last 4 games. Count is full. Hannah Bruce waits in the on-deck circle. That's a fly ball, shallow right field. Coming in and grabbing it is Moss, and there's one away. Hannah Bruce hit into a fielder's choice her first time up.
Number 11, Hannah Bruce.
Bruce from the Webb School of Knoxville in Tennessee. Good old Rocky Top. That one high for a ball. We have family from Tennessee. Everybody in my family is Gator fans except for me. And everybody in my wife's cousin's family are Tennessee fans. So they have a Florida-Tennessee party every year, and it's lit. I have a good time no matter who wins because I'm going to taunt the loser anyway. It's 2-0. That one 3-0 on deck. Addison Gibson. That's in for a strike right down St. George Street. It's 3-1. I recently learned that the portion of St. George Street that's closed to traffic, that's chopped to first base. Smith up with it, steps on the bag. There's 2 away, and the Cavaliers are down to their last out. I found out that the walking part of St. George Street, if you've ever been to St. Augustine, I've been here 32 years, and it's always been closed to traffic, but apparently that was a very recent development when I moved here in 1992. So you learn something new every day. Addison Gibson, 1 for 2. Cuts and misses at that one. Hitting .415 over her last 9 games. That one catches the corner. I think that goes back to the inconsistency of the calls at the letters. But the Cavaliers are down to their last strike. That's fouled off. Cut on and missed over the first to finish the strikeout. And that is The ball game. 9 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Saints. No runs, 2 hits, an error for the Cavaliers. Jordan Sheets picks up her 7th win of the season. Billy Allison falls to 5-3. Saints now 19-8, their best start since 2013. Cavaliers fall to 9-16, 0-3 on the road trip. Game 2 in about 30 minutes. Until then, this is Mike Licio signing off on the Peach Belt Sports Network.